We also have what is called anti-Zionism. Anti-Zionism is an ideology that is opposite of Zionism. It says that the Jewish people do not have a right to establish a state in their original homeland. Many go on to say that Jews are occupiers and should be removed or destroyed. There are lots of Jewish anti-Zionism. The anti-Zionist ultra-Orthodox Jews meet and praise anti-Semites and the Holocaust deniers. They say the Holocaust was exaggerated, which gives support to the anti-Semites. Some Jews were afraid that the state of Israel would hinder their acceptance as equal in Europe. There is also the Arab anti-Zionism. Nearly all Arabs and Arab Palestinians oppose Zionism, which they see as colonialism and racism. The Arabs and the Palestinian Arabs believe the entire Middle East belongs to them, that Israel has no right to the land whatsoever. Therefore, they oppose the existence of a Jewish national homeland and the state of Israel. Most of the Arab Christians believe in Christian Palestinianism, which says that Jesus was a Palestinian living in Palestine, and therefore the Jews have no right to the land. They also believe in replacement theology, that the church has replaced Israel. And you can't believe in replacement theology unless you use an allegorical or spiritualizing method to interpret the Bible. And if you do that, you can make the Bible say anything you want. The literal interpretation should be used, except where the Bible clearly states it's a parable or whatever. But anyway, the anti-Zionist Marxists say that the Jews are engaged in colonialism, and they denounce Zionists as being racist, believing that all colonialism is racist. There's a large anti-Zionist group made up of Arab Christians, Messianic Jews, and evangelicals. It is called Christ at the Checkpoint, or abbreviated capital C at and capital C. This group claims to be pro-peace, but all representatives blame Palestinian suffering on Israel. They blame Israel for undermining the redemptive work of Christ and use replacement theology to prove their erroneous message. Muslims are anti-Zionist by their own religious rules. They claim that Palestine was a land that was once ruled by Muslims, and therefore regards it their duty as Muslims to not only retake the land, but to kill all Jews and all who will not accept Islam as their religion. And that includes all unbelievers and Christians. Once land is taken by Muslims, they say it belongs to them forever, eternally. Now, replacement theology and supersessionism are also anti-Zionist. They claim that God is through with the Jews because they rejected God's Son, Jesus Christ. Because God is through with the Jews, God has now replaced Israel with the church. They have done away with God's promise to the Jews of a return and restoration to their land. Therefore, the Jews have no right to the land in Palestine and are occupiers of Palestine. One has to avoid the plain sense reading of God's word to get such a meaning. For one place, in the Abrahamic covenant, God promises the land to Israel for eternity. And the covenant, the replacement theology and supersessionists claim that God will not fulfill that covenant because the Jews rejected Jesus. If God changed his mind on this covenant, and there's no assurance that he will fulfill any covenant he made or promises he made, he could change his mind about saving anyone. However, God did not change his mind. He would cease to be God if he did. And I thank you again for listening.